Yes. Praise Yah. What's good? Ableton Move. As it's officially October 8th. You and I, a few of us, we've been talking about this in here while I've been doing these live streams the last couple days. And I was just finishing up work and was on YouTube and noticed that it's actually been released. It's over on Sweetwater, so I'm gonna pull up the Sweetwater thing just to react to it. Just look at the specs, you know. Let's talk about it. And hold on a sec. I'll just pull it up right now. Let's talk about this. I have never used a push. Never used an Ableton product. I've tried to mess with Ableton, just never really messed with it. But the push always looked really dope to me, and I was really considering the push 3. But this might be something that actually draws me in a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the chat window, so bear with me. Go ahead and talk about it. I'm sure some of you have already looked at this, because if you're up right now, I'm sure you've seen it. Just let me get the chat window up. And I believe there's another video. The Zounds, my guys over at Zounds, because those are the guys I mess with. I don't think they have it yet. If they do, I'll just look at it at Zounds. That's where I get all my gear at. So shout out to them, my guys over there. Let's see. And I don't know if they're gonna have it. I reached out to them. Possibly I can get one on loan just to check out for a minute. But I know they never had the push 3 in stock. So if they will have it, they do. So I'll just look at it here over on Sweetwater. What's good? We got a lot of folks in here. Yeah, the usual suspects. We're gonna have to create a gas gang. That's what this is. This is gas gang over here. Okay. Gas gang. Hold on, let me do this real official and put myself in the corner, right? Whoops, that ain't what I meant to do. Well, you got the NPC in the corner. All right, I'm tripping. That's not how we're doing it. Okay, it's 449, which is great. So it's called the Move. It seems to be portable. It's got a built-in battery. That's what I like. That most suits my lifestyle, right? Portable samplers. I love samplers, and this is why we're looking at this. Got the most kind of gas for any kind of sampler, especially if it's portable, battery powered. And man, this is Ableton, bro. So this is like, it kind of is a mini push. This is what you guys were talking about. Some of y'all weren't excited about this though when it was leaked, right? Ben, you said you weren't really excited, I think. But maybe you changed your mind. I think you changed your mind. I'm not really into it, you said. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that. Let's just look at the pictures real quick. What is this like? Instead of 64 pads, it's like 8x4. So we got 2 sets of 16. So it's like 2 little MPC sets of pads right there. I get down with that. I think the biggest gripe that I've probably seen so far people are gonna have is with that little tiny screen. But I am curious what you can do with it. There's a video, I might look at it. I don't know if I will, if I'll make time for it, because I do need to get some sleep in, you know, eventually. But I'm wondering if you can get a waveform on there. So I haven't seen that yet, like for sample chopping, because I think that's what we most care about. A lot of us do over here. So accessories you get was just a charger and a USB cord. I thought when I first looked at that maybe there was some sort of a MIDI adapter, but nah, I don't think there's any MIDI adapter. So the inputs are kind of slim. Where'd that go? So they're going with the single 1/8 inch, it looks like, for audio input and output. That can work though. You can get the right kind of cords to make that work. I wonder, since this is all we have over here is like USB-C, probably to connect to a computer. I wonder if you have USB audio, you know, like the SP has, like the SMPLTREK has, like a lot of the new samplers, new groove boxes are coming out with the USB audio, so you could sample through USB. So that would be great. I guess I will find out in a second, maybe through reading. I like how it looks. Like, you know what? This is really cool because it really does display the fact that you know, this is kind of the direction we're going, and I like the odds as far as the MPC, like the Live Mini, because that's been a unicorn for a minute, right? And a lot of us, I mean, I've kind of given up a little bit of hope with that actually being a thing, but this is where the market seems to be going. You got a lot of these portable battery powered things. So if they're doing, and who knows what the size is of this thing actually is. I don't know if it's the size of an MPC live. Like, is it this size? Is it smaller? It's definitely slimmer, so it looks pretty portable. But yeah, that increases the odds, you know, the competition and what we might see from MKII. So just looking at some different angles. Some people are saying, yeah, those little buttons at the bottom are probably step sequence buttons. How many of those you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is it 16? I might have miscounted. Nice jog wheel for, I guess, you know, navigating, maybe going through browsing and stuff. That could be very useful. It's right there next to the tiny little LCD screen. And then you got these other buttons. Most people are saying, from what I've seen, and I'm taking it off people's words because I've never really used the push, but these little colored buttons on the side next to the pads are track buttons. Someone said, I think, that this is 4 tracks. That's pretty slim if that's true. I don't know what y'all are saying in the chat. I know y'all going off in there. You probably already know more than I do, so I'm just reacting to it. And then you got a good amount of knobs there. Buttons just for, I guess, I don't know. We got a record button. Okay, we at the bottom left, we got play, record. So I'm not familiar with a lot of this stuff. If it's the stuff that you would see on the push, because I really haven't explored that, so I won't even try to guesstimate too much. This might be the size of, like, y'all seen the Corac Tribe? My bad, I wasn't showing you guys that. Have y'all seen the Corac Tribe? I think that thing is still out, but I don't know how well it's doing as far as it's been out. I don't know. It's not. It might still be selling. I think it's still on the market. Maybe it's about that size. Anyways, that was just a size comparison. I've never actually used one of those. So $449, you know, that's competitive prices. That's like Sonicware, SMPLTREK, Lo-Fi 12XT, Roland SP44 Mark II devices. So we're hoping that, you know, some of these features are kind of rivaling that. And from what I seen something earlier about, yeah, there it is. I'm just looking at it right there, 1500 preset sound. So that's interesting. So this is almost like also rivaling like the Yamaha SECTREK. So the SECTREK has a bunch of sounds. It's a groove box. I'm not sure how good of a sampler that thing is. Never tried it. I've been wanting to use one just for the sound. So this could be interesting. I don't know what Ableton sounds are really like. But let me go ahead and read it. Ableton's trailblazing work in the DAW dimension has cemented the company as premium powers for seamless studio and stage use. Meanwhile, the push controller expanded Ableton Live's innovative interface and modularity into the world of physical control. Ableton Move is the next-gen fusion of form and function, meticulously engineered to transform the lauded sounds, instruments, effects, and performance tools of Ableton into a truly standalone instrument. No DAW required. Move's 4-track architecture, so it is 4 tracks. Move's 4-track architecture is augmented by a suite of more than 1,500 preset sounds, instruments, and effects, spanning multitudes of synthesis styles and drum kits. Producers at Sweetwater are enamored by Move's flexibility and expression with robust sampling tools, step sequence, arpeggiation. and polyphonic aftertouch alongside customizable assignments across performance pads, rotary encoders, and multifunctional buttons, plus Move's extensive connectivity capabilities make wired and wireless control of your DAW software or hardware a natural extension of Move's comprehensive solo performance capabilities. Whether you're sketching ideas, writing on the go, or hitting the main stage, Ableton Move is a bona fide instrument unto itself, merging everything you love about Ableton's cutting-edge DAW possibilities into a standalone powerhouse. Hey man, they really know how to write over there. They made like 4 tracks sound good. Speed, precision, and possibility, no more overthinking. While Ableton's push controller optimized physical control over the distinctive DAW architecture of Ableton Live, Move was built with a philosophy of true standalone creativity at its heart, empowering you to seize every moment of inspiration, big or small, for all the boundless possibilities the virtual world offers. Ableton understands that so many options simultaneously available at every step of your workflow can hinder creativity, especially during the earliest moments of an idea beginning to take shape. Move masterfully threads the needle between Ableton's versatile, performance-oriented sonic palette and practical, streamlined tactility, giving you ample room for customization. An intentionally limited structure was purposefully and carefully refined to maximize your musical possibilities while minimizing the information overload that all too often hampers our artistic explorations via overthinking. With 64 gigabytes of onboard storage, over 1,500 sounds and instruments, built-in effects, powerful sampling, and malleable connectivity, Move's capacity for customized instrumentation and interfacing lets you build a tailored instrument for any style. And the need for style sans the need for a computer. I don't know what that means. Evocative expression. There's a lot of reading here. This is a lot, man. They really wrote. Yeah, they're really selling this through the expression here of word in here. Evocative expression, tailored tactility. The secret behind Move's modular musicality is the deeply layered yet intuitive interface and multifunctional capabilities. Each of its 4 tracks can be assigned to sampling, instruments, synthesizers, or drum kits, while its 32 RGB in pads, what is that? Why did I say RGB? At the same time, performance pads can be used for chromatic or melodic notes and chords with customizable key signatures and octave ranges that are amplified to multi-dimensional domains of expression thanks to Move's polyphonic aftertouch. Furthermore, each of the 9 continuous rotary encoders, as well as the 16 backlit multifunctional buttons, can be assigned to multitudes of dynamic tools, effects, or parameters, letting you engage and record real-time tweaking and automation with ease. Did y'all read all this already? When it comes to sonic textures, Move balances opportunity with optimization, offering 8 voltaic, I don't even know what that word means, honestly, versatile audio effects, including reverb, delay, saturator with up to 2 simultaneous effects per track, as well as 2 master output effect slots, and the full gamut of Move's in tyrannic contouring depth. Man, some of these words and dimension are never out of reach. Step into session sequencing. Man, that's a mouthful. I take a whole breath. I'm out of breath just from reading that. Hold on. It sounds interesting though so far. It sounds good. Like what it's saying as far as just being a tool that helps you get ideas out without overthinking. I like the way they put that. And yeah, I am curious to see what that process is like, because that's one of my main complaints when it comes to using different units, like with the MPC and stuff, just having too much. I mean, this is like a first world problem though, I think, really, because I mean, it's a great machine, but there are some things that I point out are nicer about different machines. Like I like the SP a little bit because it's more immediate with the sampling and stuff than I think the MPC is, which they've addressed, I think, with MPC3 quite a bit. But it is cool to hear this kind of language and stuff talking about just getting ideas out, like improving the workflow for just like expressing yourself and then getting it down without having to really deal with too much technical stuff, you know. So I like the sound of that so far. One thing I kind of explored when I heard about Move in the last day, I think it was yesterday, there is that one app, Note. So Ableton Note, that's like an iOS app. Never really looked into it. I don't really use iOS too much, but I was looking at it. It's really cool. And there's one feature about it that I saw that was really dope, that you can just start tapping a beat really without even hitting the sequencer, like hitting record or anything, and then able to note. And I think this might be a feature too of Push 3. I think it's like the MIDI capture kind of thing. So you could just be playing something and then press that MIDI capture button or a note. It'll just calculate the tempo and then put it into a sequence, and it remembers like the MIDI stuff. And I think that's like an idea that I had myself for, like, if I was going to create my own sampler, that it would have a function just like that you wouldn't even have to be concerned with what the tempo is. You just tap out a beat, it calculates it for you and puts it on the grid, and then you could still have the flexibility of MIDI. So I mean, I guess it was already a thing within Ableton. I don't know for how long. I've just been sleeping on Ableton and Push and all that. But that's definitely like a type of sequencing that I would love to use, that I would put in a sampler, because I think that's kind of, I mean, it's also kind of a cop out for not like trying to figure out your timing and get good at timing and practicing all that. But it's also something that, you know, you don't even gotta be concerned with figuring out your tempo, tapping shit out, you know what I mean? So I don't know how many of y'all have used Ableton MIDI capture or Ableton Note, if you've experienced this, but if you have, man, I'd like to hear about it, because I've only seen it through videos and stuff, and what it looks like, I imagine to be something really super cool. So I think this is going to talk about sequencing here a little bit. Step into sessions and sequencing. Like the Push before it, Move emulates elements of Ableton's iconic session view, allowing you to utilize the performance pads to launch, edit, and generate clips. This non-linear accessibility makes mixing, matching, mingling, and modifying ideas a hassle-free and inspiring experience. When it comes to building beats or crafting note-driven progressions, Move's 16-step sequencer offers an exceptional array of composition capabilities. Flexible quantization and groove options let you dial in tight timing and spacious swing, while nudging notes spare you the extraneous effort of reprogramming and re-recording your grooves. Plus, Move enables you to edit velocity values and parameter automation and more with each step. So that sounds pretty intricate. Okay, this is what I really want to know about, because samplers and sampling capabilities is what I geek out the most about. So supercharged sampling, turn the world into your instrument. So this is probably going to go into about the microphone that was on top. It's like this little pinhole mic, it looked like. Among Ableton's myriad innovations, multitude sampling and extensive audio modification tools made Ableton Live a go-to DAW for beat makers of every creed. Move, like its DAW predecessor, supplies a suite of sampling capabilities. Its onboard microphone and speaker let you sample your surroundings straight into your session, from ambient environments to evolving sonic elements to improvised percussion and experimental sound design. Move also features a stereo 3.5mm I/O that can be used to sample audio from countless external sources, as well as resample to your heart's content by feeding the audio output back to the input. Transform, I don't know if that just means like resampling, because it sounds like they're saying like actually plug that output into the input. I don't know. That would be like feedback. So transform traffic noises. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we can make sounds out of everything. Dynamic drums and robust rhythms. Ableton's Move is no slouch in the rhythm department. Its 1,500 plus built-in sounds and instruments include a slew of diverse dynamic drums that can be utilized in virtually any style of music. Samples, presets, and drums were painstakingly crafted and curated by Ableton's sound design team to achieve as much as sonic diversity. Still, Move's palette was made all the more remarkable thanks to special collaborations with Eldre, Sound Oracle, Decap, I don't know, dude. I don't know this name. Nix, and more. When using the performance pads in note mode, a 16-pad breakout section becomes your customizable container for finger drumming. Yes. And beat crafting, taking full advantage of Move's polyphonic aftertouch to give your percussion plenty of expressive panache. Is that what that is? Panache. Move also includes 16 pitches mode. Okay, sounds familiar. 16 pitches that automatically amps your drums and one-shots to as vast as multi-octave ranges, enabling immediate melodic triggering of your sounds at different pitches. For expanded rhythmic exploration, Move features both an arpeggiator and the repeat tool. A repeat tool? Oh, sounds familiar. Is that something that's been in push already? The latter being a Move-specific iteration of DAW's lauded beat repeat tool. Okay. That answered my question. Live control from Ableton to beyond the DAW. Ableton built Move for two significant reasons: to transform the DAW multi-mood production suite into a true standalone. Do I even want to read all this? There's so much to read. I'm not going to read everything. Y'all can go read it, because this is getting into... I don't really care about the... Honestly, it's crazy. I don't really care about Ableton. I care about the standalone stuff, so let me just skim through it. Frequently coming to scenario, having to make choices available at once. Move accomplishes this many times over, but for all its standalone capabilities, Ableton pulled no punches and capabilities. Had a USB ports for computer and MIDI connection. Use Type C and Type A. Virtual control, any virtual or physical instruments. Move, control. Was control live mode, transferring Move into a detail control surface. Yeah, I don't care about that. Seamless set continuity and worry-free wireless workflows. Rechargeable battery, sleek form factor, lightweight design. Make it unprecedentedly powerful and portable instrument while it's teaming with more than enough creative capabilities to create complete and exciting pieces of music all by itself. Ableton realizes that it's just as formidable of a tool to kickstart a project as it is to complete one. Through combined use of Ableton Note application. So this can be used to control Ableton Note, because that's what we were thinking, right? At least I was hearing in videos. Ableton Cloud. Okay, so you can use a Wi-Fi connection to move projects. That's cool. So it does lack an SD card, I believe. I think just like this Big Brother, the Push 3. Transfer projects, you're not sending stems, you're sending a proper Ableton project file. If you detail each parameter sequence effect. Okay, well, there's a lot to look at there. I kind of want to look at what's going on in the chat room here with you guys. Sim City, Ben, Little Sun. Price is okay. It got me waking up with gas, about to go to Sweetwater. Don't really see myself getting it. Telecom Beats on YouTube has a whole video explaining it. Uploaded 11. I know I've seen that there was a video. Maybe I'll play a little bit of it. I love Ableton, but I'm not really into this. Okay. So my brother wiping the cold on my eyes and looking for my credit card. Bro, you crazy. Hey, man. It's all good. About to go back and watch the video, but yeah, it's looking and sounding sweet. I don't like Ableton instruments. So what do you prefer now that you've got the Key 37? Ableton instruments versus MPC instruments? Or distortion. Then the son ever used Ableton and I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, well, this is a standalone device, man. You know what to do with those. I love that Ableton effects, but I think anyone that doesn't use Ableton should get it. I love that Ableton effects, but I don't think anyone that doesn't use Ableton should get this. The buttons on the bottom are step sequencer buttons. I think it was saying from what I was reading that they can also be customizable for doing other stuff like effects. Smaller gear looks to be the wave now. I don't know why, but I seem to have more fun cooking on the smaller gear than my youngest XSE. Yeah. It just makes sense for me because I'm always like putting one of my pieces in my backpack. Like today I took my MPC and my SMPLTREK with me. I think it's a lithium battery from the looks of it. Push 3 standalone is overpriced. It does look good though, but I'm very curious to try out like the MIDI capture sequencing that I seen on the push and then on Ableton Note. So from the sounds of it, I would think this has something similar. They aren't natural sounding instruments. So are they all synth stuff? Is that what you're saying? Or do you have some acoustic stuff, but they just don't sound good? What up, Jimmy Rice? Immersive was good. Only interested in the controller mode part? Hey, I'm exactly the opposite. They put ChatGPT over. Yeah, man, there were some words in there that just really made my brain twist up in a pretzel, bro. I don't know. PBB Beats. It's been a while since I tried to do that tongue twister. PBB Beats. What's good? Been a minute, man. You ain't reading that? I know, I was a lot to read. I'm not even done. I think I was like halfway done there. It's going to be dope connected to the OP1 field. Hey, there you go. As a controller, maybe it's cool. Why do you say that? Because of the limitation of the 4 tracks? I can do a lot with 4 tracks, I think. I mean, that's about everything. I put all my drums on one track, samples on another, sample chops, bass on another. Hey, then I still got, if I could put my vocal on this. I don't know. This looks like a fun thing. It doesn't, I don't know. People aren't really, it seems like companies are trying to beat at least the MPC, because Akai really started this with the battery powered groove box. Really, like who else has a battery powered groove box, lithium battery powered groove box? But it doesn't seem like anyone's really coming after the full workstation thing. Like the closest thing to being able to like record vocals is my SMPLTREK, or maybe like the Roland Verse Lab, maybe, but not quite. Samuel Kim, should I replace my 404 with this? The sequencer astounds nicest. My only gripe is the effects though for Astound. I don't know if you could, I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I'll probably pull up that video, but Raul, somebody talk me off the ledge because I'm about to jump off and call Sweetwater. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I mean, I'd probably be a hypocrite because I was already trying to reach out to Zounds to see if I can get one. I don't know if that's possible. I hope so. But either way, it'd probably be good for me if they didn't have them. Since I'm just back here again, like, I was preaching about going minimalistic just a month ago. Don't do it in the sun. Keep your 404. It's not for the folks that don't use Ableton. Try Ableton Note and see if you like the app. Yeah, if it goes in combo with Ableton, with the app, that seems cool. But I don't know. I hear what you're saying, because the idea is, I guess, to like finish it off in Ableton. But they were indicating that you can finish stuff in here. I mean, yeah, 4 tracks is pretty light. So it really does seem like just an idea generator that you're going to use to start stuff. But yeah, I may have to put Ableton Note. At least, I mean, I have an iPad over here that I really just use for this stuff, for like displaying stuff on the streams. And Jamie Rice, ordered yours an hour ago. If I don't like it, I'll send it back, but I have a feeling it's going to go well with the OP1 field. I use Ableton all the time. If you don't like it, then don't get it. What is Ableton Note only 4 tracks, or does that have more? It's my main way to make music for sure. So I mean, and you use Ableton, and this doesn't seem interesting to you. It looks like it's their answer to the Lo-Fi XT, and even the Lo-Fi XT, you have like 8 tracks. But then it's got a whole, I don't know, Ben, if you can answer that question. Like you said, it's not natural sounds, or is everything synth in here? But it's got a whole sound engine from the sounds of it. It's not going to let you see the audio wave. Did you watch that video already? See, that's what everyone was saying to me about the push, and like really put me off. But it's a synth. Oh, okay. Again, use Ableton Note on your phone before using Ableton Move. The tapes on the OP1 field with drums on the Ableton Move. The tapes. KO2 Live. Ableton Note has more than 4 tracks. Okay. All 4 tracks can be samplers, so that's cool, but I really wanted a small push. So that's why the controller mode will be what makes it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you can have like complete control of Ableton without spending $2,000 on a push, then hey, there you go. Yeah, love Ableton is a start to get you into Ableton. Okay. Well, it's good hearing your opinions. So is that what Ableton's doing? I mean, they're just creating stuff that you're gonna eventually need to move into and use your software for. 32 RGB backlit performance pads, polyphonic aftertouch, expressive performances with each sounds of choice. So it's got aftertouch, but so no MKII. 16 backlit multifunctional buttons. So these are the ones at the bottom, right? So these are working as a step sequencer, but they're multifunctional, it sounds like. What are we talking about? Rotary encoders can be assigned to nearly any parameter or tool for real-time sonic contouring recording automation. 1.3-inch OLED display provides vivid, valuable information without becoming a distraction of menu diving. Onboard processor, microphone, and speaker support seamless, immediate sampling for use in any environment. I wonder how good those are. I mean, the speaker isn't visible at all. As far as I've seen, I haven't noticed where it's at. So how good could that be? And then usually mics on these things, I don't know, not super great. Stereo 3.5 millimeter I/O augment sampling possibilities include resampling of any audio from the instrument's output. 16-step sequencer includes flexible programming, malleable timing. I wonder if that malleable timing controls and detailed per-step editing to ensure exacting artistic expression. Ben, you didn't comment on the MIDI capture or if you've used Ableton Note, if what I was describing, like where you can just tap out a beat and then it'll put it into MIDI and determine the tempo without you having to, start with a metronome and a set tempo. 'Cause that's what I really like. Like, I mean, even with your advice of not using Ableton and all that, like if I could grab a device, turn it on, and just start tapping away and come up with an idea real quick, I would get it just for that, And then just, kind of like when I was messing with the SP, I would come up with ideas a lot more quicker than I would on the MPC. Then I would just sample everything into the MPC. And so it was more of a song idea generator because to me, I felt like it was quicker. Dynamic drums, 16 pitches, mode, instantly morph drums, one-shots into melodically tuned sounds across multiple octaves. Note mode allows you to play chromatic, scale, locked, or chordal progression. See, I like that because I've been wanting to, since I've had the SP, I've really liked playing scale modes and playing chords with pads rather than just using a one pad chord trigger. So I was actually looking at like some of like the Novation launch pad stuff, and looking at devices that have scale modes that I can play that have more than 16 pads, because, well, the MPC's pad perform is cool, but limited if you want to play chords by setting a scale and then tapping multiple pads, because then you're limited to that 16 pads. So I think that's kind of cool too, because I've been wanting something like that. I was even looking at like the MKII Force, you know, and the Push or whatever. But so I like that. So it includes dozens of keys, scales, and multi-octave ranges. That's nice. Session mode lets you edit, trigger, generate, mix, recombine audio by using Move's pads to interface with individual clips. Arpeggiator and repeat tools. Capture button offers a failsafe for momentary genius recalling performance and automation, even if you weren't recording. Okay, I think that's kind of getting at where I wanted to, what I was looking for, the capture button. Yeah, that's cool. Comprehensive USB-A and USB-C connection facilitate diverse interoperative integration with expanded MIDI control of compatible software or hardware instruments. 64 gigabyte internal storage ensures ample room for ongoing projects and ideas and custom audio. Control Live mode transforms your Move into an ultra precise control surface for Ableton Live. Built-in Wi-Fi and Ableton Link. Compatibility means instant multi-device synchronization over a local network. Ableton Cloud and Move Manager lets you seamlessly transfer projects to use with Ableton Note, Ableton Push, or the Ableton Dot with genuine project files, preserving every detail. See, I could get down with like maybe using like Ableton Note with it. I like that idea better than using full like computer software. 16-step sequencer. Just looking at the specs. So here's the size of it. Weight 2 pounds, 2.13 pounds. Height, width 12. So what is that? Let me see. 12 by 5. I want to look at what like just looking at my MPC. See if I look at my MPC live specs just to compare. I put in dimensions. Dimension 16.2 by 9. Okay. 16.2 by 9. So this is 9 this way, so it's about this. This is 16, so it's probably about this size here. These pads here. So that's significantly smaller, more portable. And that'd be great if the MPC Live Mini, if we get something like that, it'd be about that size too. So, built-in processor, speakers, microphone, built-in rechargeable battery, USB powered. 449. So like they're comparable stuff. So we got like the SPs $499, circuit tracks $399. I don't know what the Beat Buddy is, more of a pedal. Sex Track $399. Comes with Ableton Live intro. Oh, this is a comparable thing. Compared. So we're looking at. Oh, that's cool that they provide this. All right, well, maybe I'll go over to YouTube real quick and see some of it in action. Go type it in real quick. See if I can find it pretty quick. Let's go Ableton Move. Oh, we got an actual Ableton video. So it's, how long is that? 4 minutes, 58 seconds. That sounds good. We got audio. Hold up, we ain't got audio.
For fast, intuitive. Let's talk about Move, Ableton's new portable tool for fast, intuitive music making. It's compact and completely standalone, powered by a modern ARM processor. It has a built-in battery that gives you up to 4 hours of music making on the go per charge. It even has built-in speakers and a microphone for playback and recording. You can just pick it up like an instrument and simply create wherever you are in the moment. Move features a stereo audio output designed to connect a pair of headphones, a mixer, or powered speakers. There are also 2 USB ports, a USB-C port for charging and connecting to the computer, and a USB-A port for connecting MIDI devices. Move is built around 4 flexible MIDI tracks, which could be a drum kit, sampler, or instrument. When you load a new set, the tracks already come preloaded with a matching collection of presets from the sound library, so you can get started right away. Move comes with over 1,500 samples, presets, and drum kits, including Ableton instruments and effects such as drift, wavetable, and Live's new drum sampler. Not to mention delays, choruses, and distortions to craft your sound. The Move core library has been carefully curated by the Ableton
This thing
sound
does
team
look a lot like the, hold on a
selected
second. I'll stop that real quick. What was it? It's a Corac sampler. Where is it? This thing. Corac Tribe. You guys seen this thing? It's just, I mean, it's just like about the same shape of it, and it's got the little display in the corner there. All right, anyways, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Designers.
Ah, come on.
For your Ableton standalone, powered 4 hours of music making on the go per charge. It even has built-in speakers and a microphone for playback and recording. You can just pick it up like an instrument and simply create wherever you are in the moment. Move features a stereo audio output designed to connect a pair of headphones, a mixer, or powered speakers. There are also 2 USB ports, a USB-C port for charging and connecting to the computer, and a USB-A port for connecting MIDI devices. Move is built around 4 flexible MIDI tracks, which could be a drum kit, sampler, or instrument. When you load a new set, the tracks already come preloaded with a matching collection of presets from the sound library, so you can get started right away. Move comes with over 1,500 samples, presets, and drum kits, including Ableton instruments and effects such as drift, wavetable, and Live's new drum sampler. Not to mention delays, choruses, and distortions to craft your sound. The Move core library has been carefully curated by the Ableton sound team and selected sound designers that are all pre-mapped to the 8 encoders for instant tweaking of sound parameters and to give you a punchy, impactful sound at your fingertips. There's also 64 gigabytes of internal storage, so there's plenty of space for your own samples. Move comes with Capture that allows you to capture your playing well before you want to record an idea. You can even capture the automation of any device parameter you tweak while being in the flow. The 32 pads on Move allow you to play your drum patterns and melodies easily. The pads also feature aftertouch, which allows you to adjust parameters of an instrument using pressure.
I mean, it looks
Whether
fun,
using
but yeah,
in
really.
key mode or chromatic scale mode for melodies, you can set the key and
I don't need
scale
this.
before you get started with a new project. You can play any sample melodically using our 16-pitch layout designed for drums in Move. This capability transforms Move into a powerful instrument, allowing you to play
got a waveform right there.
samples melodically. It is especially effective for
waveform.
creating deep bass lines or pitch melodies fast. The step sequencer is a fun and easy way to use the dedicated 16 steps underneath the pads to create patterns and melodies. Add your ideas quickly and specifically into your patterns. You can even tweak parameters or velocity per step or nudge them slightly off the grid for a more humanized feel and groove. Session mode allows you to play with musical ideas we call clips. Each row of the 8 pads corresponds to all of the clip slots within a single track. You can manage 2 effects across an entire set.
I just want to
using
see the
8
sampling
encoders.
features.
Move
now.
allows you to directly record sounds into the sampler,
There you
offering
go.
flexibility in how you capture audio. You can record using the built-in microphone for on-the-go sampling or connect external
waveform,
devices
Ben.
via the line input.
Waveform.
You can even resample audio from the main output to create new variations from existing sounds. Exporting the set as a WAV or MP3 file is just a few clicks away. You can export audio using the Move Manager, and you can save your track as a WAV or MP3 file, ready to share or edit further. Move is designed to be a versatile team player, seamlessly integrating into your audio setup. Whether you're using it as a standalone device or as a controller for
Alright,
Ableton
okay,
Live,
come on
Move
now.
adapts easily to your workflow. You can bring your set into Ableton Live via Ableton Cloud. Once loaded in Live, you gain access to every single detail of your sound, including your MIDI sequences and all instrument and effect parameters. When using Live, you can easily switch Move into Control
it doesn't
Live
really
mode,
cover much of the
allowing you to
sampling.
play and sequence. You can connect any class-compliant USB MIDI device to Move, which opens up a range of possibilities for your music making. Additionally, you can control your favorite synthesizer with Move's incredible pads. Move comes with built-in Wi-Fi and a dedicated web interface. The Move Manager provides a convenient way for you to organize and manage your content from a computer or mobile device. You can download or rename your sets and even upload
I don't know,
your
the
own sample
Wi-Fi
collection,
thing is cool,
enabling
but
you to customize your Move experience to suit your creative style. In standalone mode, Move
Not
supports
having an
audio
SD
output
card.
to your computer. You can select Move as the audio input, allowing you to record its main audio directly into Ableton Live. And if that's not all,
Okay.
Move also comes with a free melodic
is that through Wi-Fi?
offering
Is
50
that what they
lessons
said?
Ableton Live. And if that in standalone mode, Move supports audio output to your
USB.
computer. You can select Move as the audio input, allowing you to record its main audio directly into Ableton Live. And if that's not all, Move also comes
that's
with
the
a
first
free
time I heard it
melodics
mentioned
course,
about
offering
audio
50
direct.
lessons,
I don't
including
know,
pad and finger drumming
'cause when it
practice
was talking
designed
about-
especially for your Ableton.
It was talking about USB audio, or not. I mean, it was talking about the USB ports. It didn't say anything about USB audio till that point. So I wonder if it's just recognized in Ableton as audio. So we got a couple people reacting to this Ableton Move tutorial, getting started with moves to use. So Ableton, I'm just gonna go straight to Ableton because if they've got more videos, I'd like to see a little bit more about the sampling. I mean, the more I was watching that video, the more I could, kind of shake it off, shake the gas off. That's a mixed simile metaphor. Move Manager, browse instruments, microphone sampling. Yeah. I guess I'll click on that one. That'll be the last of it, because I want to see if there's any waveform editing, because I've seen a waveform.
It's the Planet Fitness Strong Choice Sale.
Yep. Let's see. There it goes.
And a line-in input for recording. If you're looking to add existing samples from your collection to Move using a computer, You can do this with Move Manager. In this video, we'll demonstrate sampling mode using the sampling button and line in input. Let's sample this kalimba. I'll press the sampling button to enter sampling mode right away. The device will automatically change to a melodic sampler, and the pad color changes to red to indicate we're ready to record. After clicking the wheel, you can choose the input source. If no cable is connected, you can choose between mic and resampling. The mic option uses the internal microphone, and resampling allows you to sample what is being played back by Move's main output. We'll select the microphone. Next, I'm going to scroll over to the gain section and adjust the gain.
Yeah. That's kind of moving backwards.
To record, either hold the pad or tap the pad to start and stop the recording. Using the second encoder, I can adjust the sample start position.
Hey, there we go.
Let's listen to what we just recorded.
I didn't see him do it though. I didn't see the start position changed at all.
It into a melodic sampler that allows you to play the same sample in different pitches.
Okay, that was real basic. Yeah, what else they got here? Using Move's audio input to record samples. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to look out for now. I'll look at the chat and then head to bed. What are you guys' last thoughts? Let's see. Again, use Ableton Note on your phone. All 4 tracks can be samplers. They don't have that push screen is what I wanted, at least a little screen under the knobs. Yeah, that would have been nice. It's cool. I mean, because the push, although it can be portable, it's kind of bulky, isn't it? In a way, it's a big footprint. Good day, Crazy Webbit. What's up? If it was a legit push 3 mini, I'd be all about it. Could have made the pads and knobs smaller. For what, like make room for a bigger screen or something? We'll be moving on and playing with my toys. Yeah. Don't like touch strips immersive? Didn't see tap tempo on it. It has a tempo button option, but not for tapping that I know of. You're gonna have to use a computer to bring samples on and off of the device. Yeah. No SD card. No way you're gonna mix on the thing. It's just a simple creator. Yeah. Yeah, you're the voice of reason. Be jamming for sure. Like, it looks like fun, but nah. I mean, if I can get my hands on it just to play with it, why not? I like the fact that it is a sampler. If this was just like a sample player and the only way you could get sounds on it was through a computer, then I wouldn't even have done this stream. I wouldn't even be looking at this at all. Like, I'm not interested in that kind of thing. Happy Quails was good. Yeah, definitely good for travel. Yeah, it would be nice to have full MKII. Version 3 is going to be crazy. What's version 3? It basically can capture the tempo of an audio clip. That's something Ableton does. It's not the same as tap tempo, totally different. Immersive say yuck. About what? What's good? Intuitive, but let me tap. See, I'll skip the tap tempo if I can do like that capture thing. Electri burn. Yep. Akai should drop an MPC Mini later this month. They already been take NI machine to the cleaners. Now it's able to turn shots fired. Yeah, we got to see something from them. Because like everybody's joining now the standalone. Like it's cool, it's fun though. Because at the very least, this is like a nice little like push, you know. Like I was saying earlier, like lots of portable devices, MPC Mini unicorn. Maybe it's not a unicorn, or even maybe if it was, maybe this is just like a little push of competition, you know. Like you could see that little move right there. Instead of those 32 pads, 16 pads with a screen, like that could legitly be like put a slightly smaller screen on it, or just make it even more tactile. You could put a smaller screen on it and it not be touchscreen, make it tactile. Like that was kind of what the rumor was, right? That it was not running MPC software, that it was made by a third party, and I think that's where my head went. It was like it's going to be tactile, it's not going to have a touchscreen, it's still going to have a lot of the power, but yeah, I want that MPC Mini too. So I mean, I think this is still good news. It's good to see like more portable sampling Groovebox devices come into the market, just because it's pushing that competition and creativity and what's the word? I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. Innovation. This thing is a bit of a meme, huh? 53 I can't get with these little screens. Just use what you got. Oh, the voice of reason. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could all take that advice. We can give that advice, and we could all probably take it. Try sampling a 1 minute song. I would never sample a 1 minute song though. I don't work that way. $4.49. The recess button sucked. The name Move and you sit there and jam. It's all about preference, no right or wrong, with to buy or not to buy. Stay safe out there, people. All right, Crazy Wabbit. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up anyways. I might look at it some more on my own. Right now, I'm just kind of happy that, you know, there's more devices out there, more options, and more companies pushing competition and innovation. And hopefully we'll see that MPC Mini or some other cool stuff, you know. So I'm gonna leave it at that. It was fun kicking it and checking it out. I'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna go to bed. Praise y'all. Keep on running your dreams, y'all. Stay blessed. Okay. All right. Peace.